Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we have an inspiring story about a young woman who failed 9 times but never gave up on her dream. She proved that perseverance can change history. In this story, you will discover how she kept trying against all odds and learn some new vocabulary along the way. So stick around and listen closely. You'll learn some important English words and an amazing lesson by the end of this video. Her dream. Once there was a girl named Maya Carter, born in a small town. Ever since she was a child, Maya loved looking at the stars. She dreamed of becoming an astronaut and exploring space. In school, she was always curious, asking questions about the planets and rockets. Her favorite book was about space travel, and she promised herself she would one day fly among the stars. This simple dream was the spark that lit her passion for science and adventure. Maya worked hard in college and graduated with a degree in aerospace engineering. She was smart and determined, but the path to space was not easy for her. Even as a young engineer, she faced many challenges. People told her, "Space is still mostly a man's world. Are you sure you want to try?" Maya answered, "Yes, I have to try." Her heart was set on becoming an astronaut. She prepared herself for the astronaut training program, a dream more difficult than most could imagine. Facing failure 9 times. Year after year, Maya applied to the astronaut program. Each time, she made it to the final tests or interviews. But every time, something went wrong. Maybe a minor health issue, or simply very tough competition, and Maya was rejected. 9 times she failed. After the 5th rejection, Maya thought about giving up. It was very hard for her. Reaching for space was like aiming for the sky itself. Many people would have quit by now. But Maya did not want to give up on her dream. It's important to realize how rare it was for a woman to make it to space. In fact, NASA has selected 360 astronaut candidates since it began, and only 61 of them were women. That means far less than 20% of astronauts were women. Maya knew this made her dream even harder, but it also gave her more determination. Each time she failed, she learned from her mistakes. She asked the examiners what went wrong and worked on those areas. She trained harder, studied more, and improved her skills and health. Her perseverance and resilience shone through. She told herself, "One day I will get this right." Meanwhile, people around her were inspired by her courage. A friend said, "If you fall down 9 times, get up the 10th. Maya held on to that idea. With each failure, she became stronger and more focused. She kept a dream journal and wrote new science facts every day. For example, she often thought about how fast the International Space Station travels. It orbits Earth at about 28,000 kilometers per hour, completing a circle every 90 minutes. That amazed her. She imagined herself looking down at Earth and feeling just as fast and free someday. These facts kept her motivated. The final attempt. Then came the 10th round of applications. By now, Maya had more experience and confidence than ever before. She had become an expert in training her body and mind. She was stronger, braver, and more determined. On the day of her final medical and fitness test, she was ready. She remembered all her hard work, the extra early mornings running, the long nights studying space science, and even the small failures that taught her important lessons. This time, everything went perfectly. When the results came out, the call finally arrived. Maya was accepted as an astronaut candidate. Everyone in her small town was cheering. Even her former teachers were amazed. It felt like a dream come true. 9 failures behind her, now standing at the threshold of space. This was her chance to change history. In fact, the world was preparing for a new mission, the first crewed flight to Mars. Maya was chosen as part of the international team going to the Red Planet. On launch day, Maya sat in the cockpit of the rocket. Her heart was racing, but she felt ready. The engines roared to life, and the ship blasted off into the sky. As they climbed higher, Maya saw Earth falling away below. She could feel her body press back into the seat, then floating weightless as they reached orbit. The journey ahead would be long and difficult, but Maya was determined. Mission to Mars. The spaceship had giant solar panels and powerful engines. It traveled through space at incredible speed, carrying Maya and her crew around 28,000 kilometers per hour, just like the space station. Even at that speed, the trip to Mars took about 9 months. Imagine being in a small ship for 270 days, hurtling through the void. During this time, Maya studied the stars through her window and talked with her teammates about everything they had planned to do on Mars. She remembered the science she had learned long ago. For example, she thought about sunlight in space. NASA notes that each square meter of sunlight at Earth's distance provides about 1,360 watts of power. The ship's solar panels captured that light to power their systems. It was like having dozens of 60-watt light bulbs shining on the ship constantly. Maya and her crew used that solar power to grow plants in small containers, trying to make food on the journey. As the days passed, Maya felt a mix of excitement and nerves. Every failure she had faced before disappeared in that moment. She was finally fulfilling her dream. When they arrived at Mars, the red planet loomed in the window. Maya's eyes sparkled. Stepping onto the Martian surface, she planted her flag and took the first human breath of that world. It was history in the making. A historic breakthrough. Once on Mars, Maya and her team started exploring. They drilled into the soil and found something incredible: liquid water beneath the ground. This was not just any water, it was briny and flowing. NASA scientists had suspected this might happen. In 2015, NASA confirmed evidence that liquid water flows intermittently on today's Mars. Maya's discovery proved the theory right and raised hopes of life. Finding water on Mars was a turning point for humanity. It meant that plants and perhaps even small organisms could survive there. Maya's name was written in history books, the woman who discovered flowing water on Mars. This discovery changed how people viewed the universe. The media called her a hero, showing how determination and science can open new horizons. Maya sent messages back home. She said, "I never gave up because I believed in my dream and in science. Every attempt taught me something. Today, we proved that life's possibilities are bigger than we imagined." The world felt the truth of her words. Her story inspired young people everywhere to follow their dreams. Maya's journey shows that failure is not the end of the road. It can be the stepping stone to success. She teaches us that perseverance, continuing despite difficulty, is key. She also showed resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks, and bravery. Remember her story: a girl who failed 9 times but then succeeded wildly. She changed history by never giving up on her ambition. Never be afraid to try again. Every failed attempt is a chance to learn and grow. Maya's story is proof that one more try can make all the difference. No matter what goal you have, whether learning English, studying science, or any dream in life, persistence can help you achieve it. If this story moved you, keep its lesson close to your heart. Never give up on your dreams. Even if you fail many times, stand up one more time. Like Maya, you might just change history. In today's story, we saw how Maya's dream of going to space survived 9 failures. She finally succeeded on her 10th try, eventually traveling to Mars and discovering flowing water. Along the way, we learned about her determination and even some cool science facts: how fast the ISS orbits Earth and how long the Mars trip takes. Key words from the story: perseverance, continuing to try even when things are very hard. Maya's perseverance helped her become an astronaut. Resilience, the ability to recover from difficulties or failures. Each time Maya failed, she bounced back stronger. Determination, a firmness of purpose, deciding to reach a goal. Maya's determination made her study and train harder after every setback. Ambition, a strong desire to achieve something. Maya had the ambition to become an astronaut and to explore Mars. Adversity, difficulties or misfortune. Maya faced great adversity, 9 rejections, but used them to improve. What we learned, Maya's story teaches us that persistence pays off. Even if you fail many times, keep learning and trying. Our heroine's never give up attitude changed history. We also learned some new words: perseverance, resilience, determination, ambition, adversity, and interesting space facts. Always remember, every failure is a step towards success.